Welcome back to Spree Tea, where we spill the tea from strangers online about their health-related issues, and together we decipher whether or not we think that person or entity is in the right or wrong for feeling a certain way about a health-related issue. And today we are talking about mental health, and we are continuing on with the topic of the Olympics. 2 weeks ago we talked about the living conditions of the Olympians and whether or not we thought it was right or wrong for them to sleep on cardboard bed frames, and a week ago we talked about whether or not it was right or wrong to have had the Olympic swimmers swim in the Seine River, given that there is a ton of water pollution in that river. But today we are going to talk about the recent decision that the Olympic Committee has made in requesting back the bronze medal that Jordan Chiles has been awarded. Now, she didn't organically win this, or she didn't win this at first try, I should say. I want to give some context. So if you don't already know, you guys, the whole controversy surrounding this medal, this award, is that originally there was this Romanian by the name of Ana Barbusu. It's spelled Barbusu. I don't know if I'm saying that right because she's Romanian and there's accent marks in her last name, so I'm totally butchering the pronunciation. But Ana Barbusu, she's Romanian, and originally she won third place in the floor routine that happened on August 5th. And you could see in the Olympic footage her holding up the Romanian flag and celebrating third place win because the points allowed her to have that winning title of third place. But then the USA gymnastics coach went up to the judges and petitioned to have Jordan Chiles' score reevaluated because they thought that her score was wrongfully conducted and that she missed out on half of a point, or I think 0.1 points, yes, because of some trick that she did, and they thought that it wasn't considered in the final point-making decision. So they went ahead and they appealed and they requested that her score be reevaluated. And you guys, actually her score ended up bumping her up to third place after the reevaluation. The committee and the judges, they re-looked at the footage and they were like, okay, actually we grant your appeal and we're gonna go ahead and award Chiles third place and give her the bronze medal. And it's very heartbreaking because the Romanian, she's already celebrating with the Romanian flag, and then she has to take it away, literally in the matter of a minute. And this is very important to note, okay? This is gonna be a very important detail in a few moments, noting that this happened within a minute, okay? So she's already celebrating, but then she has to uncelebrate. And then there's this, you know, look of despair and like, cause it's embarrassing, it's humiliating, and it's sad to say the very, very least, okay? You just think that you celebrated something you won, and then because the Olympic Committee made a mistake, then you have to give up something that you thought you won just in a matter of a second. Oh, what pain she must have felt. Anywho, because we're American, right, and we like to root for our team, the Americans, they kind of disregarded Anna's feelings and sentiments about it because it's like, okay, an American now won third place, okay? Now we have an American up there on that podium for the ceremony and winning bronze for our country. So Chile's got the bronze medal, and you know, everything was all fine and dandy. That was the end of the story. However, the Romanian team was very mad. They were like, you know what, no, we still think that our girl deserved that third place even after the reevaluation. There's no way that Chiles should have bumped up 2 places and gone from 5th to 3rd even after the reevaluation. We still think she scored higher. We still think she deserved that 3rd place. So they took it up actually to the Swiss court, the Arbitration Court for Sports. Okay, let me get the exact name here because I have it. The Court of Arbitration for Sports, yes. It's a Switzerland-based court, and so Romania, they took it up with them to have it reconsidered because in their defense, their argument was that the appeal was not made in a minute time frame. And I guess that's the rule and that's the standard, that if you are going to appeal a score, no matter what team you're on, no matter what country you're representing, it has to be done within a minute of the score being finalized from some other teammate or just in general. It has to be in that minute time frame. And so Romania took it up to the Swiss court and was like, hey, they didn't do this in the minute time frame. They did it in 1 minute and 4 seconds. That was their argument, that the USA gymnastics coach sent this appeal after the minute mark by 4 seconds, you guys. 4 seconds! Okay, they really want that girl to have her bronze medal. And so you know, the Swiss court actually agreed to this, okay, and took it up with the Olympic Committee, and they're like, yeah, actually, you know, there is evidence to support this, you know, and now this totally invalidates the USA gymnastics coach's appeal. So yes, you know what, actually, we need to give this bronze medal back to the Romanian, and Jordan Chiles needs to revoke her medal, and we need to get it from her house, basically, and she needs to give it back. Oh my gosh, you guys, what a mess. What a mess, you guys. But now the USA gymnastics team, they are fighting hard to make sure that Chile still stays in third. So they brought up their own footage. They requested the footage to be reevaluated and looked at. And there's actually evidence to support that they did, in fact, submit the appeal within the minute time frame that is allowed. And actually at the 55-second mark, okay? So under a minute. And so now, though, the Olympic Committee, they don't want to keep doing this back and forth thing. And they're like, sorry, we already made our decision after looking at the Swiss court's, you know, request on behalf of the Romanian team. And you know what, we still want Chiles to give the medal back. You guys, this is a whole mess. And now it's like, okay, what's next? Because obviously that's unfair for the Olympic Committee to just be like, okay, no, peace out, even though there is evidence now to support the USA's argument that they did do it within the minute time frame. So now here's what people are saying, you guys. The dispute over such minute details sets up what could be a months or years long legal battle over the gymnastics score, you guys. So this could turn into years and years of battling, okay? And it could get crazy, and it could just be even drawn out more than it already is. And the USA gymnastics team says it will continue its efforts to let Chiles keep the medal, obviously, right? And same with the Romanians. They're really going to be stubborn too, and they're going to fight hard just as much. But yes, any appeal could go to Switzerland's highest court, the Swiss Tribunal, or the European Court of Human Rights. Okay, and that's probably what's going to happen, you guys, because like I just said, each team is very stubborn, and they want to see, and they have a lot of pride in their own countries, right? USA is very prideful. Romanian team is very prideful. So each wants to make sure that they can win the medal. But you guys, this has caused so many mental health issues for Chiles, notably. That's what's been stated, but also probably for the Romanian girl, Anna. And Chiles has said in a statement that she is going to take a break from social media to take care of her mental health during this time of crisis, during this emotional turmoil. Because yeah, you guys, she just celebrated this medal. She thought that the appeal was all good, all in the bag, and then for the Romanian team to really fight back, which, you know, you can't really, you have to give them the benefit of the doubt. It's like, yeah, at first they got the medal, and so in their eyes, in their point of shoes, in their in their shoes, in their point of view, it's like they were wronged, and so it makes sense for them to want to fight back and get it. But still, you guys, Chiles, she has this medal in her home, and now she's like having to take a mental health break by detoxing from social media, because all these comments, you guys, they're really coming after her, hating on her, being like, this Romania girl, you know, you don't even have a right to be upset. If anything, you stole her shine, you stole her medal, you know, all this stuff. But you guys, I think the real conclusion here, let me know what you think down in the comments, but I think the real conclusion is that we need a better set of judges for these events. And excuse me, aside from the gymnastics team being, you know, wrongfully, or them not having the best perception of what was a fair evaluation, I heard also on the skateboarding side of things too that scores were not rightfully determined. So I feel like whoever is in charge of selecting judges for the Olympic Games needs to be fired, or there needs to be some reevaluations and some internal work done before the 2028 Olympic Games, because yeah, you guys, this is super messy. Now Jordan Chiles, she's kind of facing a depression and also just a lot of intrusive, sad thoughts, and she's, you know, having to withdraw from society and take a break for her mental health. And the Romanian girl, you know, she's upset probably and filled with a lot of anger that she didn't get to celebrate on that podium and win for her country. And, you know, it all ties back to the Olympic Committee. But you guys, let me know down in the comment section below what you think should be done, or who you think is in the right or wrong, because, you know, we are facing mental health issues, and the reason why I brought this as the topic for this week is because we are facing the issue of the Olympic Games not being empathetic of people's mental health issues, and not really, you know, considering how the responsibility of their job title, yes, it's not just to grant scores, but also it's to keep in mind the mental health of these performers. They sacrifice so much to get to these games. These athletes, they put in a lot of sweat and tears and blood in order to be able to compete. And, you know, if you're gonna make a score, it has to be right the first time, because there are mental health implications that follow. You know, that Romanian girl who held up her flag and then immediately it got taken away. You know, in that moment, that was probably the highest high, and then boom, the lowest low. Can you imagine? And then now Chiles, her having that medal, and now it's like haunting her in her closet, in her bedroom, wherever she has it hung up, or in her living room. It's haunting her now because now she doesn't feel like it's even a real win, right? Because it's going to be taken away from her, and they want it taken away from her. So let me know what you guys think is like a solution for this. I think that the best case scenario would be, just like I said, for the Olympic Committee to really reevaluate who they're selecting as judges, what the qualifications are to become a judge at the Olympics, and making it stricter, because this cannot slip by. It's 2024. It's a shame that things like this are still happening. I feel like the more advanced we get, and as the years pass of us doing these Olympic Games, it should just be increasing in quality. And so the fact that we're having judges that don't get it right the first time is sad, and it's concerning, and it has mental health implications. But you guys, if you are somebody who is struggling with mental health issues like Jordan Chiles unfortunately is at this moment, and you're trying to rewire your brain in the best way possible and be more resilient to stress and have more calmness and focus and serenity and have a more optimistic attitude towards things, because maybe you just got some bad news about something else, or maybe something was wrongfully taken away from you too, then go ahead and go to Spree and go to our brain health section. We have science-backed products that are designed to help rewire your brain to think more positively, and also to build your resilience to stress, such as the Sensate device. You wear it on your chest, and the vibrations are scientifically proven to send a signal to your brain to activate your parasympathetic nervous system and activate a sense of rest and digest, since so many of us are in a state of chronic stress. And it does this through activating the vagus nerve, which is the mind-gut connection. But also, you guys, we have a ton of supplements there that are backed by nutritionists and also leaders in the healthcare industry that really do help to rewire your brain and emit neurotransmitters that help to release calmness and serenity, such as the brand Prepare Your Mind that we have. And they have mood chews that we also offer on our site as well, that has GABA and L-theanine to really ignite calmness in you. So go ahead and check out our site by typing spree.shop in the browse. But yeah, you guys, let me know what your comments are, what your thoughts are in the comment section below, and I'll see you next time. Bye.